Alright, I'm Ray Nieto. I'm with American Dream Vacations. Today I'm going to be showing you the operations of the Aerolite. So right here you're going to have your jack here. You're just going to press it, retract, or go up. It's going to go up or down just to kind of put it on your truck, off your truck, and it also levels it from front to back. You're going to have your propane cover here. You're also going to have both propane tanks, so both tanks are full. You're going to have a little, come closer this way to come here. Right here you're gonna have your switch here. So right now this is the tank that's on. For any kind of reason that you feel like this tank is empty or inside the refrigerator is blinking, you're just gonna get this little lever here and you're gonna flip it to the other side, twist this tank here on, turn this tank here off, and that's gonna switch tanks. You don't have to bring them back full, bring them back empty, that's totally fine. You're gonna have your house battery right here. It's gonna be fully charged for you. You don't have to worry about bringing it full, just bring it back. However, we'll charge it and do all that stuff here. Right here on the side, you're gonna have your first compartment. Your first compartment is gonna have a thumb lock. It's also gonna have a regular key lock. You're gonna have a compartment door holder here, so that way it holds it. You don't have to worry about having hands free. Right in here, you're gonna have your storage, pretty good size storage compartment space in here, just for all your stuff that you're gonna bring. Right here, you're gonna have your jack handle to bring down your jacks. Your jacks you're gonna want down when you're done taking it off your truck. Then you take the jacks down. You only want the jacks just to touch the ground. You don't want them to lift the unit up. So only jack it all the way down. Okay, so you're just gonna jack it down, let it touch the ground. You don't want it to, you just want it just to touch the ground. You don't want it to lift the unit up because it will bend the jacks. You just want jacks just to touch the ground. So when you're inside the unit, you're not wobbling around. So just you'll put all 4 jacks down. Right here we're at an incline, so I don't want it to be like a straight pipe. You want it to have that diamond shape look on your scissor jacks. Right here, this is where you're gonna fill your fresh water hose. Is right here. Let me get the hose real quick. Just press pause. Alright. Ready? It's on.
Go for it.
So right here you're going to have your water pressure regulator. This here reduces the water pressure from the city to the pipes in the unit. This here is just going to sit to fill your fresh water tank. You're just going to put this inside. You don't have to tighten it down or nothing. Just set it in there. Put your other end to the spigot, tighten it, turn it on. Once this water tank is full, you're gonna have water coming out this little screen area and also through here. Just tell you that it's full. It's not gonna take any more water. You're gonna have a cable connection, so if you have like a TV you're gonna bring with you and you wanna watch TV outside, you're gonna plug your TV into here and you're gonna get regular TV channels. On the other side is gonna have the other one where you're going to plug into the camp plane place that they're going to have cable over there. Right here you're going to have your 110 plug socket. This 110 plug socket, you're going to make sure you have shore power or have a generator to get power circuiting through those through that plug. Right here you're going to have where your water heater's at. This will be hot. So if you have your water heater on, this will be hot here. Your water heater is electric and gas. So that way it only takes 10-15 minutes to get hot. The switch is inside. I'll show you where the switch is at once we go inside. So you don't have to worry about coming out here, opening this, or lighting it out here. You just flip the switch on inside and you get all your full power out here. Right here you're going to have your compartment behind the refrigerator, like your piping, Freon, things like that. This here is your furnace exhaust. So this here will be hot. So like it's at nighttime and it gets cold and you have your heater on. This will be hot, so be careful if you come outside and kind of brush against it. This will be hot. This one right here is your tank flush. This one here you do not want to mess with. This is for us. When the unit comes back, we'll use this one here to clean out the tanks and all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to worry about this one here. Here you're going to have your bathroom outside door here. You're also going to have your steps. Your steps are just going to come out once, and then you're going to have this extra little handle here that's going to come out the second time. So it's just 2 flaps and it comes out. Same thing here, just 2 flaps and it goes right back in. So it's just that same concept of the same thing. You're going to have the same thing for your front step there. You have your awning here is electric. We'll pull that out here just in a second. Right back here You're gonna have the rear of the unit. You're gonna have a spare tire right here on the side, and then you also have an extra door that's gonna get you inside the unit here. Right here, you're gonna have inside your sewage hose here is inside your bumper. So you're just gonna pull it all the way out. So right here, you're gonna have your sewage hose. It's pretty long, and then there's also another one inside there. So if you do need it to go longer, you'll have another one in there. So right here, right here's your elbow. This is what you want when you get to the camping place or a KOA or where you're gonna go to, and they're gonna have the full hookups with like sewage and all that. They're gonna have a hole at the campground that they're gonna provide. You're gonna get this, you're gonna turn it 2 full turns into the ground just to get it that nice, comfortable tightness. If not, if you only do it one time around, it might still be loose and pop out or leak. So I always say 2 full turns will lock it in place. Once you have this locked in place, you're gonna have these little arms here on the side, and they're just gonna come onto these claws. So these claws here, you're just gonna get them, turn it on, it's gonna lock into place. Once you have all this secured and set into the ground, you can get your other end in here where you have your crosses, and this is gonna come down here to these little arms that are sticking out on the side. Same thing. It's gonna be the same concept as you're doing it right there. So this here, just get it, turn it on, tighten it. Right now I have all the valves open. I'm gonna go ahead and close them. When you're gonna get to the place, you're gonna flush your unit the first time, like when you maybe used it for a little while and you're gonna flush it, you're gonna wanna pull this lever down here on the back. This one right here is your black valve, which is your toilet. So we're gonna pull that one first, let that drain all the way out. Once you feel that it's all drained out, you can even go like this and it's just all like flappy how it is right now. Then that's when it's empty, and then you just wanna close this valve back. And then this valve right here is your sinks and showers. You wanna open this valve, and that's gonna clean out your hose and get all that yucky stuff out. So when you disconnect here, it's gonna be cleaner than what the toilet's gonna have. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Okay? You don't have to worry about flushing it. You can bring it back full, that's totally fine. We'll do all the flushing and all that stuff here. Right here, you're gonna have an outside light. You also have your electrical is gonna be plugged in here. Just make sure you follow the diagram on your electrical cord, so you don't mess it up or anything like that. So just gonna put on there, push it in, turn it to your right, and then you're also gonna get this, and this here is just gonna tighten on the side just to kind of keep this from popping out. So it just kind of locks it in place, keeps it together. This unit here is a 30 amp system. So this right here is a 30 amp system. If they're gonna have a plug that looks like this at the camping ground or the KOA, you're just gonna plug this directly into them. If they don't have this plug, you're gonna want to use your adapter here, which breaks it down to a regular 110, and everywhere it should have a regular 110. So you just plug it in here, you'll get the same power inside your unit there. Okay, right here you're gonna have a spray off. So this is like your outside shower, it's just a spray off valve. You're gonna have this extra little part that's gonna say spray port. You're just gonna get this, you're gonna push that part in, push it in, it's gonna lock in, and then you're gonna have your cord here where it's gonna spray out and get all the water all out. So we'll just leave that there. Right here, this is where you're gonna plug it. If they're gonna have cable at the campsite, you're gonna plug your coax cable to them. You're gonna plug it in here, and this is where you're gonna get your cable into the unit. Right up here, you're gonna have a city water. Let me go get the water hose real quick. Alright, so this is your city water, and the same thing, you can get this part here. This is just gonna tighten. This one here is not just gonna sit in there, you're gonna have to tighten it down. Make sure it's tight so it's not gonna leak water everywhere. You're gonna get the other end here, put it to the spigot, turn it on. When you have it in the city water connection, this water is gonna go straight to your faucets, straight to your shower, straight to your toilet, and you don't have to have your water pump on when you have it in this position. This is already gonna have all its pressure and everything, and it also saves the water in your tank, and it saves battery use with your water pump being on. Okay. Right this way. Right here, you're gonna have another compartment. Just on this side, you're gonna have the same thing. You're gonna have your mini blind holder here. That's just gonna hold your compartment door open for you, so you don't have to worry about using your head or half of your body trying to put stuff in here, or you're trying to reach all the way in there trying to bring something out. So that thing there is just kind of like a helper. Now we'll come on to the inside over here. Your step here is just the same. You're just gonna pull it out once, pull it out again. You got your steps out. You also have this bar here to help you get in, and it also helps keep your door closed while you're driving. So when you're driving, you do want this closed, so that way your door's not gonna flap open, and this won't be too far out and hit somebody's car or anything like that. You could also put it the opposite way. So just depending on how you want this. If you want this just to kind of stay in front of the door, you can. If not, you could have it out just to get in and out of your unit. But if you're driving, you're gonna want it either right here or by your door there. So your door here just opens here. You're also gonna have a screen door, which you could have your screen door closed and you can leave your entrance door open. You also have a sliding door here, so you don't have to worry about mosquitoes or flies or anything like that going inside, and you'll be well, no bugs or anything like that flying inside. Okay. Oh, I need to plug it in. Just press pause. Ready? That's it.
Go for it.
Alright, so now we're going to come inside the unit. Right down here you're going to have your fire extinguisher right here on the side, and you also have a heater vent right behind your fire extinguisher. You're also going to have a 110 plug socket. Just make sure you're plugged in the short power, or you have a generator to get power circulating through those plugs. Otherwise you won't have no power circulating through those plugs, or you won't have no air conditioner, no TV or microwave. So those are the three things, well, four things with your plugs to need with house power or a generator to get that power circuiting. Right up here you're going to have your monitor panel. Up here on the very top you're going to have to where you're going to show you your levels of your battery, your level of your fresh water, and then you also have these extra valves here where it says black 1, black 2, gray 1, gray 2. So the black is going to be your toilet, and your gray is going to be your sinks and showers. You also have your water pump switch right here. You also have two water heaters. So you can have your gas water heater right here that also says gas underneath it, and then you can have your electric water heater. You're also going to have your electric water heater, so if you can be plugged in for a few days or anything like that, you could use your electric, and you could also save your gas. And if you want to use your water heater, it takes 10 to 15 minutes to get hot, so you don't have to wait that long. You can have your porch light switch right here. You also have your ceiling light switch right here as well. And then you have a slide room. This here is going to take your slide out, and it's also going to bring it in. So we'll go ahead and we'll take it out right now just by pressing and holding the button. It's about a 3-foot slide. So make sure you give yourself plenty of room to take your slide out so you don't have to hit nothing or damage anything like that on the outside. You do want to bring the slide back in before you drive off, because you can't drive with your slide out. Right here you're going to have a switch here for your awning. So your awning here, we'll go ahead and we'll take it out just a little bit. We are a little close to that unit there, so we're not going to take it all the way out. You also want to be careful with your entrance door so you don't hit your entrance door with the pole of the awning. So right here you're going to have your awning. It's just electric. It's just going to press it, and then you're going to see a flap that's going to come out on the very end. That means it's all the way out. So right now we're going to just bring it right back in. And that's all the way in. Right up here on the very top, this little white box is going to be for your, watch, come all the way inside. This little white box here is going to be for your bunk beds to go up and go down. Watch, go ahead and point it towards the, so right there, this button here is going to bring your bunk beds down, so that way you could go to sleep at night, or you could also use it as storage. It's all up to you on that part there, bed or storage. You also have that back door again to get into the back if you need to get anything back there. So that bottom one there is just going to go all the way down, about maybe a foot or so off the ground. You still be able to put a little bit of stuff underneath the bed. So right there. So right there you can have your bunk bed area set up right there. If you want it up, you can just press up and this can go right back up just the same way. You can have all your whole monitor panels going to be here. You have a smoke detector here, smoke detector here. Then also your lights are all connected to the same switch right here on your monitor panel, which will be the whole hallway light. Right through here, this here is going to be your bedroom area. Right here you have mini blind holders that hold your blinds on. So make sure you put your blinds back on those mini blind holders so that way they're not going to be flapping around. So make sure you have them in the mini blind holders or all the way in the up position, otherwise you're going to cause scratches, damages to the unit. So just make sure you have them both on the mini blind clips. Right here you can have a little skinny closet space here. You can have another closet space on top. You can have a light switch here. You also have your antenna, so if you're gonna watch TV, you can get regular TV or a DVD. So right here, this here is just gonna crank it all the way up. It goes up about 2, almost 3 feet in the air, so you don't want to drive with this thing up. You're just gonna crank this thing here out till it can't turn no more. Once it can't turn no more, that means it's all the way up. You could also pull this thing down and rotate the whole antenna on the roof to get that better signal. Just remember, when you're gonna bring your antenna back down when you're gonna drive off, make sure these 2 arrows are lined up, and then you're just gonna go the opposite way, and then it's gonna bring your awning back down. You're just gonna hear the awning hit the roof, just like that, and that just tells you that the antenna is down where it's supposed to go. Right here, you're gonna have your divider door to your bedroom. You're gonna have this little plastic lock here to just kind of keep your door holding. It's just gonna slide. It's gonna keep your privacy there, and then you're just gonna put it back. Make sure you put this back locked, otherwise while you're driving this door's gonna be flapping back and forth. It might break here, or it might just break completely off the handle here. So make sure you put your strap back on. Right here you're gonna have your TV here. Make sure if you're gonna watch TV or anything like that, you can take this off. Just like that. So that way you don't have this blocking half your TV. This strap here you do want back on when you're gonna drive off. It's just extra support, so that way your TV won't fall out or rotate or anything like that, okay? Right here you're gonna have your remote for your TV. It also has Velcro, and there's also Velcro right here where it's gonna keep your remote and it's not gonna fall out or roll around or cause any kind of damage to the remote. So just keep in mind you do have your remote with Velcro on the back. We'll go ahead and we'll turn the TV on, get some TV channel there going. You do want to make sure you're plugged in or you have a generator on to get to get regular TV. Otherwise, you're not going to have any kind of power or anything like that for it. Then again, if you're not getting a good signal, just take your antenna out, and that's going to get you that better signal so you can get your TV and all that good stuff going. Then you just put your remote right back there. You also have another remote here on the side. Right here, you're going to have another remote here on the side for your radio here. Your radio here is also a radio. You could also press A, B, or C, and that's going to have speakers inside here, speakers in your bedroom. You also have speakers outside, so you just want to press A, B, or C to see which radio speakers you want on, or you can have them all on and jam out. This is going to be your remote for that. Your radio here is also going to be your DVD player, so if you're going to want to watch a DVD or anything like that, put your DVD in here, and then just go to mode or auxiliary, and that's going to switch it to regular TV. This right here has a swivel, so you can also bring it out to get a better signal or anything like that to get that TV going. Just make sure when you are going to drive off that you have this back and you have this strap back on, so you don't have that issue with it bouncing around and flashing off. Right here, if you can come. So if you're going to be connected to a cable or anything like that, you're going to have this little button right here. You're going to want to press that button. The green light's going to come on. That's just telling you that you could watch cable or get cable into the TV. And then you have to go into the menu, go to channel, and that's going to get it back to switch it from air to cable to get the cable going through. You have to go to menu, go to channel, go to cable switch it to cable, and then you'll get your cable in here. Otherwise, it's not going to work if you just press this button. You have to go into the TV, do it manually, and then you have it all set. And then you'll just flip it back to get regular TV back again. And then your TV here is just going to come right back in, push it to its wall. This here is going to tighten it back so that way it's not going to have that rotate or come out or anything like that. So that right there is going to keep it locked in place. Right over here, let me see the clip. So right here you're going to have the same thing like you did on that side. And it's just going to slide. It's just going to slide closed. It's going to, we're on a little bit of an incline, so this here is not going to stay closed, but it will stay closed once you're on the level surface. Right here you're going to have another closet space here, more cabinet space on top. You also have your light switch here. You also, if you want to come inside here, you're going to have another light switch right here on the top. You also have a roof vent. You can crank it out, get that little fresh air, but when you're driving or traveling, you want this roof vent down just so the wind won't take it and knock it off the unit. Right here underneath your bed, you're going to have a little skinnier storage just to put any extra luggage or clothes that you're not going to use at that time. You have this just for that. Your blinds here are going to be the same thing like they were on that side. Throughout the whole unit, you're going to have the same kind of blind. Well, no, just the front here, you're going to have the same kind of blinds. These ones here, you're just going to pull down. Just going to pull them down just like that, or push them back up, and then that's how they're going to go. Okay, right here you're going to have a switch here for your light to turn your light on or to turn it off, so it just depends on what you want. Right here, same thing, you have more cabinet space here, more cabinet space here. You can have another blind set up there, same thing. This right here will turn into a bed. So what you're going to do to turn into a bed, you're just going to wiggle this piece here off, just like that. This part here, just going to wiggle the rest of the arm off. These arms are just going to sit, right down there. This thing here is just going to slide. So you just put it right down the front. And this one here is just going to slide in there, and then you're going to use your cushions here. Use your cushions here to make it the rest of the bed. And then you just do the same steps to put it back into a table. So right there, you're just going to put this back. Put this one here back. You're going to slide this back towards you. Put your poles back in here. Put your other pole on this side here. Then your table here is just going to come right back. Right back, and then you have it right back as a table. Right here you have another 110 plug socket, so make sure you have your generator or electrical to get power circulating through there, and for your TV, microwave, and air conditioner. Right here you're going to have some pretty good storage space for like a closet for all your essentials, pantry stuff too. Right here you're going to have where your breaker fuse box is at. So right here you want to make sure if something, like you say you're plugged in to an electrical outlet, or you have a generator, you have it on, and say maybe your microwave's not turning on or your air conditioner is not working. Right here is where you're going to check and make sure that your breakers are all on. And then you also have fuses, and then it also lists on which fuse goes to which. So that way it kind of helps you out on trying to figure out what kind of issue that you're having. And if you can't figure it out, or this ain't really giving you much information, you can always give us a call back here at the shop, and we could walk you through whatever kind of steps or an issue, if there's an issue that you're going to have. Right in here you're going to have this the same thing. You have your bunk beds. You're going to have your ladder here to get to the top. This here is just going to set right there, and then you're going to walk up, and then you're going to have a roof. You're going to have a light right here on the very top. You're also going to have some blinds. Just make sure you have your blinds back onto the mini blind holders, so that way your blinds ain't flapping or getting caught when this is going up or down. Make sure you put this part where these are facing up, just so when you're pulling it out, these ain't going to gouge the gouge the mattress and cause a hole in there. So make sure that these ones here are just facing in the up position, so that way it just slides and then slides back. You also have a divider curtain here. So right here you're going to have a divider curtain for the bunk beds. Then you're just going to pull it back, and then you have a Velcro strap right here that's going to keep it in this little spot. Right here go ahead and flip that light switch right there on the very end on the right to turn the hallway lights on. It's on the top right. There you go. So right here, you want to make sure you have your lights on. Right here's where you're going to turn your heater on and air conditioner. So first we'll do your air conditioner if you want to come closer. So first we'll do your air conditioner. You're going to press this once, where you're going to see that green light come on where it says fan. And you want to make sure that right here it says AU. You want this system in auto. If it says something else, like right here, it's going to say low or it's going to say high. That's not going to be your air conditioner, because you can put it on cool and it's just going to be a fan. It's not going to be like the air conditioner like you want it to be. So make sure you have it on auto. Press it again and then just lower your temperature to however cold you want it, 60, 65-ish, however you want cold. That's going to get your air conditioner on. When you want your furnace on, you're going to press it again. You're going to have the green light that says furnace, and then you're going to put this to 90. I always say put it to 90. It's going to get heated pretty quickly. Once you feel like there's heat coming through all your vents, then you're going to want to adjust this to 70 or however hot you're going to want it. If you leave this at 90, it is going to get too hot and you're going to get roasted inside your unit. So make sure you're putting it in a furnace and then lowering it back down to 70 just so you don't get too hot. And then just lower this back down when you're done. So that way if you want your air conditioner on, it's going to be on. To turn it off, you're going to press this switch one more time. So the green light is down here and that's going to turn everything off. Give it a few seconds and then the light's going to turn off and your furnace will turn off as well. Right inside this door here is where your bathroom is at. It's a pretty good sized bathroom. You're going to have a light switch right here that's going to turn all your lights on. You're also going to have your toilet here. Your toilet here is going to be foot pedaled. Just going to press the button with your foot. It's going to flush down and it's also going to fill this up with water. You're going to have your stand-up shower here. This here, you're just going to have your curtain. It's going to close. You're going to have your curtain there. And then you also have your shower where you can take it off the wall, leave it on the wall, just depending on what you want. You also have a roof vent in here. This one here, you're just going to crank it up. You also have a fan on the roof. Point it up. And it's also going to have it, just make sure when you're driving, you have your vents down. Right here, you're going to have storage behind your mirror in your bathroom just for all your essential toothbrush, toothpaste, underarm deodorant, all that good stuff that you need. You're going to have your sink faucet here. Right underneath your sink here, you're going to have your 4 rolls of tissue that we provide. And then also, you're going to have your 2 chemical packs. Your 2 chemical packs are, if you're using the restroom for a while and it's having a little bit of a smell, you're just going to throw this inside your toilet here with the bowl with a little bit of water in there, and the water is going to dissolve this. You don't have to open it, just throw it in there. It's going to dissolve and it's going to get all like powdery. Flush it the rest of the way down, and that's going to give you a better smell, and it also breaks up the tissue better. And then you have another heat vent right in here, so if you're going to have your heater on, you're going to have a heater going in here and all throughout the unit there. You also have an outside door, so if you want to go outside or anything like that, you're going to have this door here to get you outside. So that way you have a door if you want to travel through the whole unit to go to the bathroom, you have this door to get in through. Okay. Right here on your refrigerator, we're already going to have your refrigerator already on for you. So this right here is going to be on gas. If this light turns red instead of green, that means you want to check your propane. Make sure you have propane in that tank. If that tank is empty, you want to switch it to the next tank and then restart this. So you'll turn this thing here off. Just hold this button down. So that turns off. Let it sit for a few seconds. And then you're going to turn it back on and that's going to reset it. Right here, you're going to have your freezer here. It does take about a full hour to get to its top cool. So once you come, we're already going to have this on for you. So it'll already be nice and cool for you. And then you're going to have all your settings all right there. Okay, you're going to have your microwave here. Just make sure you're not running your air conditioner and microwave at the same time. If you're running your air conditioner, you need to use your microwave. Turn the air conditioner off. Use your microwave. When you're done with your microwave, you can turn your air conditioner back on. You're going to have an overhead fan right here. You also have an overhead light. And then down here, you're going to have for your... Let's see your lighting first. So right here, you're going to just keep turning your sparkler, and your sparkler is going to finally get your light to come on. So right here, you're going to have your top flame on. Your top flames are going to come on with your sparkler here. So when you turn it on, your flames is going to flame right up right away. for your oven, if you're going to use your oven, you're going to want to put this switch here to pilot, and it tells you push, hold. So you're going to push it, hold it in, and then down here, you're going to light it. And then once you see that little blue flame in there light, you let this go. You're going to turn this. Turned off. Hold it down for a few seconds, and then you're going to turn this on, and then it's going to flame up the rest. You're going to see how the bottom here is going to show you that it's all lit and flamed. So every time you turn this off, you're going to have to relight it just the same way. Just like if you're lighting your water heater or your furnace at home, it's going to be that same exact concept there. Just make sure you turn this off so that you're not leaving this on, because then the whole unit's going to get all hot and you're going to be like, well, why is it so hot? The heater's off. Make sure you have all your stove knobs, everything off. Right up here, you're going to have more cabinet space up there. This here is not a cutting board. So this is not no cutting board. Don't use it as a cutting board. If it comes back and it's all scratched up, you will be charged for the scratches that's going to be accumulated on here. This here is just going to come off. Then you're going to have your both sinks here. Just remember, this is not a cutting board. Don't use it as a cutting board. And then you're going to have your kitchen sink here. This here is just going to come back. And then down here, you're going to have more little cabinet space down here. Then you also have drawer space here and drawer space here. So that way you have all your drawers and all that set up. Right here, you're going to want this closed, so that way your air conditioner is going to go and travel all the way through all its ducting. So right here, your air is going to come blowing out through here for your air conditioner, or you could also have it coming straight down here, but it's going to take longer to cool the whole unit when the air is just coming down in one spot, instead of keeping this closed and letting it come through all the ducting. It's going to even it out even better. And then you have more cabinet space here, just a little bit of space down there, a little more space down here, and then that's all your operation for the unit Aerolite, which is the unit number is 2634. Alright, we'll see you next time.